YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today is Monday, February 21st, 2022, and I hope you all are safe and healthy. Now, if you guys are struggling to take out those hunters, then I've got just the build for you. This build is perfect for Floor 100 Summit, and also for you guys who haven't got your mask yet in the open world, you may take a look at this build as well and find it useful. And I consider this to be the best build to use when fighting against the hunters, especially when you've got a group with a couple of DPS builds. It is perfect. And I'm not one of those YouTubers who say, oh, this is the best build, this is meta for every build, but in my opinion, this is the best. And there's only one other build that I've listed as the best, and it is my skill damage build, and you guys should take a look at it as well, because I truly believe it is the best skill build in the game. It was one of my earlier videos, so it doesn't have very many views, so be sure to check that one out as well. But let's get into the gameplay on this one, and we will follow it up with a build breakdown. Okay guys, let's take a look at the build. As you can see, we are running the Survivalist Specialization. We are using the Scorpio named Shotgun Exotic. We are using the Vial Mask, which is another exotic, and we are using 4-piece Eclipse Protocol and a Golan backpack with Opportunistic on it. Here is a look at my specialization tree. The reason for running this is for the 10% protection from elites, but also for the extra damage on status affected enemies that applies to your team. For our primary, we are using the exotic shotgun, the Scorpio, and this is just one of the best guns in the game. It just does all kinds of status effects. It's great for build support, and so take a look at the talent, guys. Super overpowered. Use this thing. For our secondary, I've got the Grudge attached. No particular reason. This thing's not getting used, but it's got Perfect Vindictive, which gives you extra damage for killing an enemy with status effect applied. And since we're doing status effects, I thought, and it's a team support build, I thought, why not? Moving on to the gear, we are running the exotic mask, the Vial, which comes with a it comes with a skill tier, status effects, and hazard protection. And the mod we've got on this is a protection from elites mod. The talent on this is Toxic Delivery, says status effects also apply a damage over time debuff for 10 seconds. And then it also reads, total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade, and damage is increased for what status effect attributes you have. For the chest piece, we are using an Eclipse Protocol chest piece with a skill tier, hazard protection, and protection from elite mod. For the holster, this is our second piece of Eclipse Protocol, which is going to give us 15% status effects. It's got a skill tier and hazard protection. And for the knee pads, we've got our third piece of Eclipse Protocol, which is going to give us 15% skill haste and 30% hazard protection. And we've got skill tier and a hazard protection rolled onto this as well. For our gloves, this is our fourth and final piece of Eclipse Protocol. This is going to give us a skill tier and hazard protection. And it's also got the indirect transmission talent unlocked. Says your status effect now spreads on kill to enemies within 10 meters and the refresh of 50% duration. And for our backpack, we are using our Golan backpack, which is going to give us 10% status effects. We've got armor regen, and hazard protection with a protection from elite mod. And the talent that we are using is opportunistic, which says enemies you hit with a shotgun or marksman rifle amplifies total weapon damage they take by 10% from all sources for 5 seconds. So that's going to work perfect with the Scorpio. We're going to activate this talent, and it applies to the whole team, and it's amplified damage, guys. This is just perfect for this support role. So this is the best talent to use on this backpack. For our first skill, we are going to use the Scanner Pulse. Now, I don't know if you could tell in the clips, but I have the Scanner Pulse. By the time you get it back, you will be able to pulse the enemies, and you guys will be able to see where all the hunters are at all times. For the second skill, we are using the Riot Foam. This is perfect to ensnare and keep the hunters in place where you guys can just lay fire into them. It's going to work great with your Eclipse Protocol and all the status effect that you have on this build. Okay, guys, let's take a look at the stats. Not so much on the damage side, but on the defensive side, we have got 46% protection from elites and 98% hazard protection. Now, this is not fully optimized. Fully optimized, 100 on the hazard protection would be cap, and then we would get over 50% protection from elites if we were optimized. But not so, like I said, not so much on the damage side, but the support that this thing offers, you won't be able to get jammed by the hunters, which is a big issue, obviously. And like I said about the pulse, you will be able to pulse the hunters so that your team can see them the whole time. And all of the status effects you're going to be doing is just, I think, over 6 status effects, along with opportunistic, which is amplified damage. Guys, this is just a great support role, especially when you have got teammates that are running DPS. You guys will absolutely obliterate the hunters. That does it for today's build video, guys. Y'all try this out. I know you guys are going to love it. It's going to help your team so much and make the 100 floor hunters that much easier. Be sure to leave a comment and like the video if you liked it. And guys, as always, subscribe for more content.